And gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato. Today we are going to be starting a brand new campaign in the Political Machine 2016 or 2016, you know, if that's your way of saying it. Anyway, this time we're going to be going for a slightly longer game. Now, what do we really want to go for an epic game? I think an epic game may just be a tad too long. 81 weeks is also very, very considerable. I mean, the options here are fairly scarce. 21 weeks, 41 weeks, 81. So it goes like 2, 4, and then like 12, I guess, in terms of like multipliers to the original number of weeks that it lasts. But you know what? Let's go for a medium length campaign. Yeah, a medium length campaign. Starting funds, we're gonna give ourselves $100. 100% of our bucks. That's what I meant to say. That's exactly what I meant to say. And difficulty is going to be on normal. Okay, so we did end up role-playing a Mr. Ben Carson in the last little playthrough that we did, which was on a short campaign. So this time, I think it's about time that that we played as a Democrat. Now, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I did make my own custom dude here, who was pretty darned awesome, if I do say so myself. Pretty darned cool, but I think we're going to try and, you know, once again, play one of the I don't want to say lesser known Democrats, but, you know, certainly the people that aren't leading the polls at the moment. So, Jim Webb, have I ever heard of this guy? No. Does that make him the perfect guy for this series? Absolutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. Yeah, Jim Webb. Welcome aboard. Who are we going to be, who are we going to be up against? You know, I'm naturally drawn to Jeb Bush because we really haven't talked about him that much, and he's got quite a long face as well, so that's kind of cool. But there's a lot of good opposition that we could be interested in. Oh, this was our custom-made guy. Oh, no, this was our custom-made guy. We misspelt our custom-made guy. I don't mind her. You know what? We haven't had a woman in yet, so you know what? Screw it. Let's fucking do it. Webb versus Fiorina? I don't even know if I can say her name. Wow, we're off to a great start, eh? Okay, so where is her starting state? Her starting state is Florida. Okay. That's interesting. That's going to be difficult for us to actually do anything about, but at the same time, I'm not overly worried. Okay, so now let's just take a step back and analyze how did the last campaign go, and how can we do better in this campaign? Well, certainly, it was apparent to me that we did not have enough of the sweet political capital, or actually political clout, that we could just throw around and win a shit ton of endorsements, which I must say, very, 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 very good for everybody concerned. So I would really love to get a couple of those under my belt. So yeah, I think we're gonna try and build basically a shit ton more. What am I doing in here? We need to build okay, I've had enough of your help. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I get it. That's fine. We want to be building a lot more buildings, and that's something that we do plan to do. Obviously, we're not going to build anything in Virginia because this is our home state, and we've also got 46% of the vote here, so very, very comfy with that. Now, I think, what is our strategy saying? What is our strategy saying? It's not actually saying much. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, so basically it would be tied if this was the scenario. Now, that's making an allowance for the Republicans to win a significant swathe of America, actually, and I think we can do better than that. Like, genuinely, I think that we can do much, much better than that strategy is predicting us, although that only leads us to 269 electoral votes each. We need to do better than that. But basically, we're going to be concentrating our efforts, specifically in the northeast, in the west, and in New Mexico, I guess, for some obscure reason. So, apparently, that it's like the little haven of Democrats in an area surrounded by heavily Republican states. I don't know why. Maybe if you know, you can comment and tell me. But anyway, you are looking good, buddy. I just wanted to play with your head. I didn't want to. There we go. Look at that. Look at that bouncing. That is fantastic, isn't it? Anyway, yes. We're actually not bad in terms of how far ahead we are. We're actually doing fairly darned well in terms of electoral votes up here. Like, we're not doing badly in the slightest. You know, we're winning pretty much every area up here, but you know, it's important that we win Ohio and it's important that we win Pennsylvania. So I think that that is going to be our first stop on the tour. Now, what is important for Ohio? Let's take a look at this. So we are seen to be bad on a strong military. Okay. But reducing unemployment, everybody is pretty darned happy about. So perhaps if we can do a little bit of a leaflet. In fact, you know what? No, let's build an HQ. You know, I did say that we need to get our political clout up, so let's try and do that. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. And then also, can we give a speech? Can we give a speech on reducing unemployment? I favor reducing unemployment. You know, I think we're going to give it a shot. There we go, plus 3%, off to a fantastic start. Everybody is keen about reducing unemployment, which is why I'm so happy to support it. I mean, you know, that's one of those issues that you can just sort of you know, talk about for a long time, and you can't really disagree with it, because of course everybody wants unemployment to be coming down, irregardless of which party you're from. Okay, so let's take a quick look back at our strategy planning map. Now, Illinois is fairly non-secure, but so is Michigan. I think we're going to travel up to Michigan, actually, and we're going to end the turn on Michigan. Now, the reason that I say we're going to do that is because we just simply, we're not that far ahead in Michigan, and we could do a little bit better in Michigan. Looks like she's going to be contesting this area as well, which is slightly problematic, perhaps, but alas, we'll do our best. We'll do our darndest. Oh, that was not very popular. That was only a 0%. That's not good. Also, Florida. Florida's super important for us. So, you know what? Michigan's actually doing alright now. Like, it's not doing badly. We're a good 4% above in all of these states around here, which is why I'm quite happy to just travel over to Florida and say, hey guys in Florida, I'm going to build an HQ over here, and I'm going to build an outreach center, actually. Now, the reason that I'm going to do this, once again, is because we need that political clout, and it's clear to me that the more political clout we have, the better. Something else that's apparent to me is that if we need more money, and we haven't started doing any ad campaigns yet, but we're about to change that, and we'll be changing it next term, because we will be starting an ad campaign in Florida, because we absolutely want to win Florida. If we want more money, right, we just go back here and we upgrade our headquarters, which is something that I am absolutely okay with doing, and it's not something that we really did in the last series, but it's something that I'm determined to do a little bit more. So what do we want to do this turn? Our options are either create an ad or give a speech. I think, you know, it might be worth creating an ad, and it might be worth creating a TV ad, and it's all going to be about reducing unemployment. Oh wait, no, it's not, perhaps. Let's see what's important to Florida and that we're actually doing well on. What are we doing well on, and what can we accelerate our growth on? Not very much, to be honest. I mean, reducing unemployment is one of those things that is just unanimously great for everybody. Like, everybody fucking loves it, sort of thing. But so is deficit reduction, I guess. So perhaps this is an opportunity for us to do 2 ad campaigns. One on reducing unemployment. That's fine. That's great. And then another on deficit reduction. You know what? It's fucking ballsy, right? It's absolutely ballsy, but I think that it is totally going to work. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Now, Florida, look at that, 47%. That is the way that it should be done, ladies and gentlemen. That is the way that it should be done. Also, while she's zipping around and not doing any of the stuff that is, well, it's important, but it's annoying for us. But while she's doing all of this stuff, we are secretly accruing a whole large amount of political capital. However, we are at 23 grand in the hole, so we are going to be wanting to build a couple more fundraising HQs. Now, I did say that we didn't really want to do that, but I think you know what we actually do. Now, the reason that we actually want to do that is we just want to make sure that we've got a large amount of people that actually, know about us all over the country. So let's take this opportunity to just build a shit ton of HQs around, and fingers crossed that should get us into a fairly stable financial situation that we can actually utilize later on. Now, I think this is going to tick back and forth, but in fairness, I think we do have the advantage because we've got these 2 ad campaigns, which, in fairness, are costing us a shit ton of money, but at the same time, I don't think they're going to go too badly wrong. Also, California is a fantastic opportunity for us, right? And I'll tell you why it's a fantastic opportunity. Natively, a shit ton of Democrats are actually here. So if we could take the advantage here, the only reason that she's doing well is because she's got a high level of awareness. So if we could just take the initiative, travel to California, not to mention they're pretty fucking rich, right? Pretty much the richest state on the map. So if we can do something cool over here, then that would be pretty darned great. So what do we want to do? I think we're going to go for a consulting office. Now, An outreach center or a consulting office? An outreach center. Yeah, we can't afford to not slow our pace down when it comes to getting the special interest help, which we really need to make sure that we win over. And that will really, really help us out. So, ideally, if we could do some sort of a speech to raise awareness, or perhaps create some ads. I think a speech is somewhat nicer. Now, what do people in California care about? They care about deficit reduction to some degree, and I can appreciate that. But what do Democrats really, really like? You know what? I think they're gonna like green jobs. So Democrats really, really like green jobs, and if we can get Democrats on board with our green jobs, then the Republicans won't hate us, and that will raise our profile immensely. So let's give a speech about green jobs. Okay? 3%, not bad, takes us into the lead. Boom, we didn't even try, and that got us into the lead. That's fantastic. That's really, really good. That's a fantastic sign that we're doing it right. Now, if we fly back over here, and we manage to get to Virginia, and we manage to pick up our interview, then I would be very, very happy to do that. We're going on 60 seconds. Guy that looks like plastic, because he is animated, I guess. Tonight, our reporters go undercover to investigate the seedy underbelly of office supply retailers. Do you know where your staplers came from? The Keystone XL pipeline has run into repeated roadblocks. As president, would you work to clear these roadblocks, or would you stop the pipeline entirely? Okay, replace it with a water slide. No. Oil is a step back. We need alternative energies. You know what? I think I'm going to go with a fairly democratic response. Holy shit, would you look at the size of his head? That forehead also is mightily impressive. American farmers continue to have a hard time making ends meet. Do you feel that farm subsidies are a viable solution to their plight? You know what? I support farm subsidies. I support farm subsidies. I'm going to respond with this. So, a fairly democratic response to the questions that he was answering, but I think that is absolutely the right way to go, because, we are democratic and we want to make sure that we give the people what they want. Strong showing on 60 seconds wins independence. Even better. If we can be winning over independents, the people who aren't actually decided, the people in the middle, then I'm absolutely okay with that. Like, by all means, I am a-okay with that. So it looks like, to be honest, we've established a fairly early lead over my opponent. Now, what I plan to do, and that's something that you saw a little bit in the last campaign, is when eventually I declare my running mates, I get my my partner in political crime, my vice president to be, fingers crossed. Oh shit, we forgot to fundraise in California. My bad, doesn't matter. But anyway, when I get my running mate, I'm just gonna plonk him up here, and then, or him or her, and just plonk him up here, and then just increase all of the awareness in all of these states, because it's fairly certain that we're gonna win these states. I mean, if you look at the native population, then wow, holy shit, that was not what I was expecting. I expected a lot more native Democrats, in fairness. So Clearly it could go either way, but I don't think that that what's her name, Carly Fiorina. I don't think she's going to be canvassing or campaigning, should I say, up in the northeast. That's the northeast of America. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be campaigning very much up in the northeast of America. But you know what? Stranger things have happened. How is New York? New York has got a shit ton of Democrats. Sweet. Epic. Awesome. And you know what? We're actually winning in states that we wouldn't really consider to be sort of our turf. You know, states that have a higher native population of Republicans, for example. You know, like Tennessee. We're actually, you know, 2% ahead. That's not bad. And you know, I know that doesn't, you know, guarantee victory that we get 2%, but it's still a step in the right direction. Go win an endorsement. I absolutely will. I absolutely will. So Carly Fiorina has won an endorsement for the National Foreign Policy Committee. That's absolutely a-okay with me. I mean, it's made the red areas a bit redder, and it's made the blue areas a bit less blue, if that makes sense. But you know what? We can actually win an endorsement now quite handily. National Civil Liberties Union. No, I don't really know what we want to go for. Let's go for the Environment Club, the Environmentalist Club. Let's win an endorsement from the Environmentalist Club. Hopefully that's going to secure a shit ton more stuff. I mean, you know what? It hasn't really turned anybody super blue, but I tell you, it's done well, hasn't it? I mean, it doesn't make the map look bluer, but all of these areas are significantly ahead. 47% to 41%. That's not bad. 46% to 42%. Very, very happy with that, in fact. Oh man, that's actually really, really good. There is a political opportunity there. I'm not super thrilled about it. Not gonna lie, not super thrilled about political opportunities. They can really go either way, you know, positive or negatively. But hey ho. So people are not very happy with Obamacare, but people do like tax cuts. People do like tax cuts. They also like a strong military. So we need to try and trumpet our message. We need to absolutely try and trumpet our message. Perhaps of gay marriage. You know, perhaps that is going to be the issue for us, because it's the issue here that is high, that is, you know, closest to the top of the list, that is giving us a decent percentage on. Abortion rights and gay marriage, we're both doing fairly well in. You know, we're polling fairly well. Now, she hasn't spent that much money, and that's not great. It's like, I worry, and I worry for the fact that she could spend a little bit more money. I am also really, really worried about Florida, because this could go either way. Could go absolutely either way, and I don't know what we're going to do about it. I absolutely do not know what we're going to do about it. It's going to be interesting, but we're going to deal with that in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Norbert Potato. This has been The Political Machine 2016 or 2016, however you want to say it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.